because I don't think that we realize that there's a lot of internal messaging going on that is then being shown to the world on our bodies, right? And that is something that I mean, I'm a style coach. Like, I'm working with people creating their style and figuring out their body shapes and, different things like that. And um, some people realize that what they think about themselves shows up on the outside of their body, but most women don't really. And so the thing that I wanted to talk about today is what you think about yourself shows up in the way that you present yourself to the world. It shows up in how you care for yourself in all of the ways, whether it's, exercise and fitness, whether it's dental hygiene, whether it's hair and makeup, whether it's clothes, whether it's shoes, whether it's the car you drive, the house you live in, it shows up on the outside of who you are and how you present yourself to the world. So, how do we change or create that belief on purpose, that message on purpose? Okay. So the first thing, I have a couple of little things I'm going to give you that are like tactical, do this thing to create this thing, right? And the first thing that you need to do is notice that that's even happening. Notice that that's happening for you and it's happening for everybody else around you. Is we have thoughts and stories and sentences in our head about ourselves that create how we show up in the world and how we show up in the way that we dress and in the way that we take care of ourselves. So just notice what's happening in your own brain that is creating that for you. Okay. And that would be like just becoming aware of what you're thinking about yourself. Ask yourself, what do I think about myself? And you could get really specific, which I recommend that you do. What do I think about my style? What do I think about the way I look to myself, the way that I present myself to the world? What do I think about my hairstyle? Like, because we're talking about health, or we're talking about style. Excuse me. But if you want to ask yourself, what do I think about the way I take care of my body as far as health goes? What do I think about, the way that I parent my kids? Like, you can do it with whatever you want. But for the purposes of this live, I really want us to focus on what you think about yourself and your style specifically. Okay. So what sentences and stories and things come up when you ask yourself that question? And I want you to write them down.